Hey everybody, this is the Paranormal Activity. I'm Sarah,
I'm Nick.
and today we're going to take a look at AI horror trailers. We're just going to take a look and see what people are doing out there.
Yeah,
These are not
just
real movies.
just what fun stuff people are coming up with.
It's like what I mean, it's also just what I think horror, like what AI should be, you
Hmm.
know? Because,
Oh
like,
yeah, because what it produces, yeah, the
yeah,
weird. That's what it has, that uncanny valley like essence to it. Yeah.
it's just wrong.
Hmm.
But I mean, I use AI for work, so I can't hate it that much. This is called Spectral Echoes. Good monsters. Love that. That's awesome. That's so good.
Ooh, that reminds me of See the sickle. I like that name. After all that, and then that weird name, Cetus the Sickle.
So yeah, so I thought that was actually there are parts of it that were actually kind of interesting. That was like kind of spooky.
Yeah, there was some that I was like, this is a little goofy, and then I was like, no, that's pretty spooky. That's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
just like how it looks. I think when they cut to the person with their emotions transforming, I was like, this looks a little weird. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
that's typical AI stuff.
Yeah, but
Um,
I feel like there's some stuff that it just AI does have a talent of like just when there was like the person at the window and then the person on top of them at the window.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Just
weird.
yeah, I liked all the people just like standing there by the window and the smoke and like just how that like even that first shot where it was just the cars coming down and then you just see the creatures. I was like, that was a pretty cool little. I was like, that's neat.
Yeah, there's pretty good monsters. I don't know what that movie's about.
Yeah, it seems ghosts with its
Ghosts? Yeah.
name. If I was to guess, I would say with its name and the visions I saw, the stuff that I saw, ghosts. It's a ghosts and in a house of some kind.
Yes.
They're
In a
echoes.
town
They're
called
spectral echoes.
Sedetial.
Sedestical, yeah, sedestical. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the other thing that they can't get like the words don't make
yeah.
they can't make any words make sense.
I
Um
do like the person was like, I'm gonna call this spectral echoes, but it was like sedestical. It's like, sure, yeah, yeah, yeah.
um
I wonder what else is gonna come up because I feel like I've seen some where people just type in whatever on like Instagram and whatever, and it's like these things are just turning them on. And some of them, like, have you seen the ones where it looks like it's people in like abandoned sewers or mines or tunnels with water, and they're pulling out these like eldritch looking creatures of like giant spiders and like and it's fake obviously and you could tell it's fake but it also looks very real but it's just very like it's just like doesn't seem right. I'm like, I don't like that.
yeah, the stuff that I see a lot of I think I follow something that it's like it's very sepia toned. So
Hmm.
it looks like an old time like folk where there's just like people standing in front of I think we looked at it in our first episode where it's people standing in front of a barn and then there's just like this gnarled thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like, this is
Sorry.
our friend, and they're like holding his hand.
Sorry. As you're doing all of this,
It's moving.
it's moving with you, so it's so cinematic because you're like, ah, and then it goes, ooh, and then you're like, and it's got this, and then it's, oh, so it's like, it's adding such a like,
I can't. I don't know.
it's great though, because everything that you're acting out, it's highlighting, so it's really cool. It's really,
Okay,
really, really
good,
cool. Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm glad that's an upgrade.
No, it's really cool. It just was like, I kept being like, oh, okay. So it just looks like you have somebody there who's like, while you're talking,
Yeah,
like
right.
doing things for you.
It's like
But it's very cool.
it's like the beginning of a documentary where people come in and they're like putting
Yeah,
the
exactly.
thing on.
Like, wow, so really upgraded. She's got like a whole team. Okay.
Okay, this one is called Lucid.
Ooh, it's got a radar.
Sometimes when I sleep at night, I don't know if I'm dreaming or awake. Leaving me trapped.
Oh,
Oh, no, I don't like that.
oh,
That was. Oh, whoa. This was fucking creepy. Oh,
Wake up,
okay, this one's good.
wake up. Wake up.
Oh,
Wake up.
oh, that gave me the willies.
Wake up. 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 Wake up.
Wow, that was
good. That's a movie I'd go see.
that I would. Sorry. Yeah, I want now that's the thing that is like kind of wrong with AI is it promises so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And you can't make that. Maybe you could make that movie. I don't know. I want them to make that movie. That freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, that first thing I was like, oh, it's just a girl on the bed, and then I was like, whoa! I like we both caught it at the same time, and so many of those images were very creepy and very weird, and you could tell where it gets its like AI, like where it's scanned, like what's the spookiest, creepiest little image from a movie or whatever, and what it's like copying. But sometimes it comes up with like all those kids with those like pointed and the mouths open. It was like, what do you think that movie would be about?
Ancient folk horror haunted house.
Yeah. It seemed like it had a Southern Gothic quality to
Yeah,
it too.
yes.
Like, yeah.
With the animals and stuff, and like just the old house.
Yeah, the old house and everything.
I had a good feeling. I want that movie.
Yeah, I would watch that movie. I was like, that's creepy. That's really creepy.
This is not taking anyone's job away. I'm just saying this is like a nice. Now this is a prompt for an artist.
Yeah, now an artist writes, okay.
Prompt the AI.
Yeah.
Prompt the artist. So I would when I was like opening this to like I tried to get everything ready. I accidentally closed it anyway, but I opened all of them to like have them all in tabs, and they were all going at once. Like, audio is
with all the audio and the AI, that's creepy.
it's a nightmare. So this next one is called this next one is called Pookie Park, an AI generated 1950s TV commercial for a creepy puppet theme park.
Ooh, okay.
Creepy puppet theme park. Creepy puppet theme park.
I like how they come up with vanity plates.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and experience the wonder of Pookie Park. At Pookie Park, you'll enter a world of imagination and adventure like never before. And oh, what a magical place it is. Meet our friendly puppet pals. Our colossal howdy-doody type puppets roam freely and are here to make your visit unforgettable.
Ooh.
You can play with them, have a chat, and they'll even sit with you while you enjoy a tasty treat. But beware, when the park siren sounds, it's time to run for your lives. The chase is on. Excitement is at a whole new level when the puppets start chasing you. Stay on your toes, because if they catch you, you might just become one of them forever.
Jeez.
Frozen in puppet glory, living an eternal life of strings and wooden whimsy. It's a transformation like no other. But don't let that frighten you. It's all in the spirit of fun. Just look at the joy on their faces as they run for dear life from these massive marionettes. You can hear the laughter and the screams of sheer terror. Oh, yes, they're big. They're a tad bit intimidating, but that's the magic of Pookie Park. Our customers can't help but return, no matter how frightened they may be. It's a unique experience that brings families closer together. Quite literally, we've had countless customers confess that they've never felt so attached. Join the puppet parade and become part of the spectacle that draws thousands of visitors from far and wide. But folks, be ready, because when that siren wails, it's time to move. Can you outrun the lively puppets and escape their magic? It's a one-of-a-kind adventure that'll have your heart racing, but don't let the fear deter you. The thrill of escape is what makes Pookie Park so memorable. Pookie Park isn't just about puppets. We've got thrilling rides, delicious snacks, and fun games for the kids, ensuring endless laughter and joy. And when you're thirsty, our top-notch soda jerks are ready to serve you the finest refreshments, perfect for quenching your thirst after a day of excitement. There's something for everyone. Embrace the adventure and face your fears. It could be a lifetime of strings attached, but who could resist such a captivating adventure? Gather your family and join us at Pookie Park, where the magic of imagination meets the thrill of escape.
Yo, that was weird. That was
I didn't hear that. Oops, sorry.
It had a very, because of the black and white, it kind of had a very Twilight Zone uh
Yeah. Yeah.
take to it. But I feel like the story also kind of reminded me like a Goosebump story or something.
Hmm.
Like people going to this weird place, and then I just love the whole you have to run or you'll be turned. I love don't let the fear deter you. Like, this is a good time. I love the idea. Just like, hey, you might get turned into a puppet, but you might not, and you're gonna have fun along the way.
No, either way, you're gonna have a
Yeah, yeah,
blast.
yeah. You're gonna have
Yeah.
a good time.
The puppets were terrifying. The humans
Yeah,
were terrifying.
those humans were also they had that uncanny valley thing where they were just like, and their faces were like a mixture of. I love when they were like screams of laughter and terror, and their faces were like trying to do both, and it was so distorting.
Yeah. Good puppets too. I feel
Hmm.
like the voiceover for that was probably like pre-written, like human written, or do you think that was AI written?
You think I don't know. It could have been. I could also see it being AI prompt
Hmm.
though. I don't know. It was very funny. That was one of the best parts was how they were. If that was written, it was very well written because it was very funny how it stayed very true to that kind of era and that kind of like come on down, it's fun. And even when it talked about the spooky stuff, they did a good job of like keeping it like very business. That's what was so funny about it. So somebody did write that. That was great job.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job on being a creep. I like the giant puppets,
Yeah, the giant puppets were weird.
just the giant heads that were bouncing.
I like that one where it was like you can sit down and eat, and it'll sit down and eat with you. And I was like, I would not want that. I would not want anything like that to sit next to me while I'm eating.
And that giant one that was just like bartending.
Yeah, the way, yeah, he kind of looked like an old type, like a. He kind of had this like he looked like an actor that they turned into a puppet, like a 50s 60s actor. But I
Yeah.
like how he was just there like cleaning the
Yeah.
thing. Um, the
7
one
feet tall.
the things that always creep me up from the AI and it had it in this one is when like the faces start to morph into like and like it like and then all of a sudden it's a new thing. And have you seen those AIs where it's like somebody has a bowl like a plate of hamburgers and then they turn into like dogs and they turn into like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
always
yeah.
creeps me out. Yeah.
There's something really wrong with that. That's like
Yeah,
nightmare.
that stuff always creeps me out. I'm like, what the?
This one is this is not a trailer. This is just like a short film. Let me see how long this is. 'Cause I also don't want to. Oh, this is only a minute.
Okay.
All right, this is called "We Found You."
I like this first shot.
It's been 10 years now since the last victim of the self-named Romero killer was found. Almost as soon as detectives were to finding out the identity of the serial killer, he seemed to have vanished.
Hello? Who's there? I hear you. We found you. No, no, you're not real.
Named Romero Killer.
We found you.
Yeah.
I like that. I like some easy story too about like a guy who was obviously a serial killer and all the ghosts just coming after him.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. I mean, it looks like that somebody they like this was part of like a festival.
Yeah, I saw that too at the beginning. I was like, that'd be really funny if the AI just generated that as like
Yeah.
a is part of it. But yeah, maybe that was a put something together real quick and they came up with that.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was cool. It seems like AI does not understand that like that when people say things, their mouths moves at the same time.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it always
get that.
yeah, that's one of the things I noticed that like it always does that thing where it can't be like blah blah blah, blah like facial things it doesn't quite get perfectly right. It like kind of delays or something.
Yeah, and the old man he looked like Gary Cole, and then they cut away, and then they cut back, and he looked like Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, he looked like he kept changing. Like I've seen that too, where they do that. Like people's hairstyles will slightly change. Like what happened? Yeah, it's because they're trying to figure it out. Yeah,
Fun. That
that
was.
was funny.
I mean, I would not watch that. I mean, I liked the and I also liked how the the news program was kind of
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
70s, 60s, 70s-ish,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, late 70s kind of a thing.
To give like that time frame. Yeah, that was really cool. The whole cabin had a very Evil Dead look to it. But I like the story too. Just like they're talking about that killer that got away, and then saw
Mhm.
these people that he killed coming after them. It was a very trick or treat kind of thing.
Yeah, nice short stories. Oh, this one's kind of long.
Yeah. Oh, I love that stuff.
Okay. This one is this is a trailer for It. So somebody made it. This is a
Ooh, but like an AI version.
yeah. Oh, this is weird.
It's got like an old timey vibe. Ooh.
Good shot.
Ooh.
No. Also no. Also no.
Yeah, those faces. No. Oh, that's cool. Oh. That was weird. That's cool.
Okay, cool.
I think the creepiest part was those people's faces.
Yeah.
Especially when there was that little girl, it was a family and they were all screaming, and then the little girl's face turned into like an adult person's like
Yeah.
it looked weird. Oh, that was creepy. That was funny.
Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with it. It was just clowns.
Just clowns
Just
at
clowns.
a carnival. Yeah.
Yeah. And clowns have a very specific AI decided clowns. Clowns have orange hair and like a lot of teal. And
Yeah, a lot of teal. Yeah,
And
give them the same look. I like that one clown that was dancing on the Ferris wheel that kept morphing into weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and the picture of the woman and then the blood on her. That was really cool. That was while they did that.
Yeah. I wish that they would put the like what they prompted it with.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
yeah. Did they just put it, or did they add other things to it?
Yeah. It's like
Mhm.
what does AI know about the movie It? Yeah, so that one was kind of like it was nice, but it was a little generic. Oh,
Yeah, it's interesting to see the different variations of like what you get. I still think Lucid was the best one. That one was the coolest.
and I have one more that's not a horror movie, but it is gonna be funny.
Okay, the title already. I'm like, okay.
So this is Home Alone, but it's a feature.
Where are you going?
When the McAllisters wrapped up their Christmas vacation,
Did we miss the flight? No, you just made it.
they forgot one small thing.
Have yourself
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Did you
A
look?
Diddy party.
yourself be light.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
Mm-hmm. What else could we be forgetting?
Our troubles will be ours.
Alone.
Police in the northern suburbs.
I got hairy legs.
A pair of burglars who are calling themselves the Wet Bandits.
We know that you're in there.
It's Santa Claus and his elf. Get off my property.
My house. I have to defend it.
He's a kid. I mean, what can a kid do?
Whoa,
Kids are stupid. I know I was.
that's creepy.
This is it. I don't care if I to get out on your runway and hitchhike.
Where are you, you little freak? Why did you take your shoes off? Why are you dressed like a chicken?
Gus Walensky, polka king of the Midwest. If you have to get to Chicago, we'll gladly drive you.
Hey, guys.
Yesterday, he was just a kid. But tonight, he's a whole security system.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
A family comedy without the family. Home Alone.
That was awesome. I loved when they had her face turning red and smoking.
Yeah.
And when Marv was turning into a monster when he's drooling, that was such a creepy point. And the Joe Biden cameo was particularly delightful.
At least in the northern suburbs.
I got hairy legs.
It just comes in with ice cream.
I got hairy legs.
Yeah. It was such a great.
I think
That was so much fun.
I think with different music, that would be a very different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It was because it was like happy like music. If you put horror music under that,
Yeah.
different-
Oh yeah.
whole
Because that
different-
looked like a horror film, and a lot of those scenes. Yeah.
people getting moited.
Yeah. I love that. That was great. That was
Yeah.
so weird. Just Joe Biden coming out of nowhere.
So
Oh, and they
AI.
called it a Diddy party at one point. They're like, "Oh, this is a Diddy party," and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Well, that's all I have for AI trailers. I have a couple of regular trailers, but we'll watch those in our next.
Okay, yeah, whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah. But that's it for AI trailers. We're gonna leave that there.
Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Yeah, but overall, like, what do you feel about like? I think we've already talked about this, but there's like AI. I'm sorry, I keep moving it. It's
No, it's cool. I've gotten used to it now. It feels like the cinematic.
yeah.
It even has you at this angle. It's great. It's wonderful.
That angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as for AI horror, I think it's like I've always said this. Like, I think that's like kind of what AI is for, but it's gonna. I think it is probably gonna keep getting better. Like, there's a lot of machine learning jobs out there, and they're gonna teach it how to make it right. It's gonna be weird.
I think it's cool. Again, as long as it's not taking anybody's job away, it's just, if people are using it to make cool stuff, but they're using it themselves. Because I know that sometimes when they use imagery, people like that happened to like Night of the Devil. People got mad because they instead of like having an artist. But I think you can use it, and I think stuff like this is harmless because it's just like somebody's like, "Hey, I put in a prompt. Here's something silly. Like, just enjoy." Like, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Nobody's like profiting or anything like that. No studio is like stealing from anybody. But yeah, because it makes creepy stuff, especially just I like how it can be really creepy when it's like, oh, I'm creepy on purpose, and then it's like super creepy when it's like, here's regular people, here's people smiling, and you're like, oh.
No, it's uncanny. It also brings up the point to me that this, like, we might also be like in a weird era. Like, it may only be this long that it's weird like this. Because once it starts to really learn, once it starts to really figure out like how faces work and how having things make sense, that like all of this, the weirdness is going to go away. And so it's like this era is like kind of it's kind of interesting to just be in this era because it's going to go away. Everything's going to improve.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll start to look a lot better and be far more like real and stuff like that. So yeah, that's true because it'll just it's catching up to itself right now.
So maybe we'll just make a bunch of horror and just save it. And then when AI gets better, it'll be like, remember when it was like this? Remember when it was all creepy and weird?
Yeah.
Because it's like looking at old CGI where it's like, where it'd be like just like a bat coming in where it's like very obviously not real.
Yeah, it does some weird stuff. Just some of the weird the contour, like it's just even when it's trying to do regular movements, like these people are just moving, it like looks so weird. Yeah.
Bizarre. And it's creepy, and you know what, they got some screams out of me.
That lucid one, I literally was like, ugh, I felt like I kept kind of being like, what's behind me, like it kind of
and I still want to see that movie. I want that. They promised a lot with that. All right, well, thanks so much for doing this. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. That's it for this episode. Like and subscribe, say something in the comments. Let us know what you think about AI horror, and let me know if there's anything you want to see. You got anything to mention?
Not really. No. Yeah, do all those things. Tell us what you want us to watch.
We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.